Yo, the world's been spinning on a broken groove. Same old track stuck, no room to move. Needle locked down, history on repeat. Time to flip the record, drop a brand new beat.
Upside down systems, controlling the skies. Selling us lies while they monetize. Silver and gold turn to paper and debt. But truth is the currency, they ain't cashed yet.
We're in the leap, a bit engine chain. Leaders play power while the people feel pain. We ain't cavemen, we ain't slaves to the past. We break the cycle, make freedom and last. So the world been spinning on a broken groove. Same old track stuck, no room to move. Needle locked down, history on repeat. Time to flip the record, drop a brand new beat. Oh, the world's been spinning on a broken groove. Same old track stuck, no room to move. Needle locked down, history on repeat. Time to flip the record, drop a brand new beat. Yeah.
Identity systems, passports, IDs, digital chains, dressed up as keys. But we the people, we ain't blind to control. We reverse the wrong, let the good take hold.
From Babylon King to modern day screens, history repeats in the same old scenes. But this time we rise, no fear, no thumb. Truth is the anthem, the people become one.
Spin it back, rewind, let the truth erupt.
Upside down world, downside up.
We see through the system, just open your eyes.
No more silence, no more disguise.
Kill, 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 kill.
Yo, the world's been spinning on a broken groove. Same old track stuck, no room to move. Needle locked down, history on repeat. Time to flip the record, drop a brand new beat.
Come on, y'all. Let's get this party started. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
That was echoing.
There we go. Let me get back to the end of the tunnel here. Welcome to the War Room. Glad to have everybody here today. It is January 14th, 2026, so they say.
Yep.
Allegedly, it's 2026, but, you know, everywhere else seems to be a different
Time zone.
time zone or timeline. All right. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody had a good day, right? What's today? Is today hump day?
Yes, Wednesday.
Yeah, it's hump day, hump day. Yesterday was Taco Tuesday. Man, we missed Taco Tuesday, guys. Sorry about that. I just wasn't feeling it last night. Kind of like with the information that I had and what I was going to bring, I was like, nah, I'm going to scratch this one. I don't want to bring this tonight. I don't want to bring that. Get all up in the mud. We've been mud fighting for too long, right?
Right.
You're just practicing what you preach about saying, trust your intuition, trust your gut.
That's it. So we got a little party planned for you tonight. We got our Miss Nadine with us and Miss Mickey. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. Bud's here too.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. Love y'all.
Love you. Mickey's holding it down in the chat tonight. Nadine's going to be working co-producer, making sure I stick to the script, huh? She's my handler.
Oh, yeah, right. I don't think anybody could handle either one of us.
Nadine's my handler.
You'd be in the freaking creek without a paddle. Holy crap.
Funny.
Well, let's get this party started, man. I know it's not Taco Tuesday, but we're still wearing this Sombrero Wednesday. Yay, Sombrero Wednesday.
Oh, you're going to bring my
Sombrero.
next... Apparently, Sheepdog contacted this guy.
He's got my boots on. I know that. I would do that with shorts and those boots.
What were you saying, Nadine?
I was telling everybody how he contacted that guy and asked him if he likes redheads.
That's Nadine's new love interest.
Okay.
There's
All right.
sombrero.
She likes him for his hat.
Oh, yeah.
She likes
I
his
like the boots.
She likes the way he moves.
Oh, good. He definitely has personality.
He definitely got moves. Dang.
Hey, did y'all see JD Vance? He dressed up like that for Halloween with the wig.
Yeah, he did.
That shit was crazy. That shit was funny.
They're doing that with AI. That was pretty funny.
All right. I think that's the only thing AI has been good for is the internet
Make you laugh anyway.
comedy. That's about it.
Although it takes a lot of
What does Trump
data.
call it? Supreme intelligence?
Supreme intelligence.
It's like a
Well, it takes the supreme intelligence to make the creation of that AI, right? So,
yeah, I don't know.
but who's the supreme intelligence?
That sounds
They
like
have to be
it sounds like
clever.
something on the menu at Taco Bell. Yeah, I'll take a Supreme intelligence.
That was a good joke.
Extra sour cream.
With some sour cream and exotic guacamole.
Can I get some Supreme intelligence with a side of sour cream and jalapenos, please? Thank you.
Yeah, it comes with cayenne pepper. Smarten your ass up.
Yeah, yeah, cut them. Yeah, no tomatoes. Right, with a Dr. Pepper. Yes, ma'am. All right, guys.
Oh, sheepdog. Never drink a Dr. Pepper with Mexican food.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I drink with Taco Bell. It's over with. But usually root beer if I do drink any kind of a soda. I usually don't drink sodas or Cokes or nothing like that. I used to. But every now and then I'll try to, see what do a little something on my taste buds there. I still like root beer. I still eat cheese. I'm not going to stop eating blue cheese or any kind of cheese because it's bad for you. I like it.
Is it Barks root beer?
Barks or any kind of root beer, vanilla, like the cream soda, any kind of root beer. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get to this real quick. Here we go. All right. So we got So the title for tonight is Erasing History. So we'll just go ahead and start off with that. I don't know if any of you were in the chat this morning. We uploaded the chat to Rumble. If you'd like to go check that out, there's a lot of good information. A lot of people unmuted today. A lot of amazing people unmuted. Got to speak their piece. So here is, they're going to try to erase history, right? So this is kind of like how we got
They
here.
have done before.
Right. So this is kind of like how we got here today. Right. Let me get this over here so I can see what's on the screen. There we go. All right, let's get this over here. Here is the one. So they say the winners rewrite as the ones that get to write the history. The winners of the wars, right? So you know how we got our history, right? The winners of the wars wrote it, right? You don't get to hear about who they fought or who they murdered or who they genocided. You don't get to hear about that slaughterhouse. You just get to hear about the victory, right? How great, right? But they're going to try to erase history of what they did in Palestine. These people are straight up demons, right? So it's not just him saying that, putting that out, but it's also Jake Shields, Clayton Morris. Does this even look? Does this even look like the one? Like it doesn't even look like the right guy. Like if we go back and we look at Mike Pompeo, it looks like he got can't like something like he got something and lost a lot of body weight. As you can see right here, I don't know if it's because of age, but something happened after 2020, 2021, right? Somewhere around there.
Ivermectin.
You think so? You think he's
Oh,
cleansing
yeah,
parasites,
definitely.
doing a whole full body detox?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that doesn't even look like him. That looks like
This doesn't look like
his
him.
head on somebody else's body.
It's like 230 pounds lighter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
you're
lot.
right.
Even his face don't look right.
Right. So, our textbooks are literally written by Mossad, Robert Maxwell. So think about that, right? That same situation taking place for your kids in the future. They're going to be reading the textbooks about what took place, and it's going to be some amazing story, and you're not going to get all the genocide in there. You're not going to get, um, you know, the part where they stole the land, and none of all that stuff's going to be written however they want. And that's what it seems like they're doing right now. It seems like we're seeing history play out the way, you know, from our perspective, but from their perspective, they're writing it as if we're not don't even exist. They're just like, okay, this is going to be this history book for this is going to be this, and this chapter is going to be this, and and so on and so on, without any real input or what really took place. So if this is any proof of what the past, this is like future proof in the past. Again, right? We get to see it firsthand on how that takes place. So here we have Mike Pompeo.
The next generation of young people won't remember October 7th in the same way. That's true in Israel and in America and broadly in the world. And we need to make sure two things. One, it's not that we don't forget. We need to make sure that the story is told properly so that when the history books write this, they don't write about the victims of Gaza, right? They can't. The history, and it's.
Don't write about the victims of Gaza and then everybody claps.
I should be a little more precise. There were victims in Gaza, right? It's true. There are civilian casualties in every war that's ever been fought. But the victims were the people of the nation state of Israel. The aggressor was the Iranian regime in the proxy of Hamas. And we need to make sure that the history books reflect that. And that requires each of us every day to talk about it in real time with our children, with our grandchildren, about it in a way that is serious and thoughtful and complete and moral. The next generation of
So the next generation
of young people won't remember.
They won't remember. So they're not. Especially if they're just born, or if they haven't even been born yet. By the time your grandchildren and great grandchildren are born, these history books will reflect whatever it is they want it to reflect. That's what they're saying, right? So they need to make sure that the next, like the Holocaust with us, how they put the Holocaust in our history books. That's it. Nothing else.
And Hitler.
Same thing.
Yeah.
We're just in a loop. We're repeating history over and over and over and over. Right? But we're getting to witness it for it taking place firsthand, right in front of our eyes, right?
Yes.
So this is some of the
Palestine! Sleep, Palestine! From the river to the sea!
Damn, I thought this was California on fire over here for a second.
You see, I can't even believe that because the AI thing, unless
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Then it looks like Maui, like the Maui things, fires and stuff like that.
It doesn't look right.
See, we had people in Twitter spaces that knew other people, supposedly, that lived in Maui and Hawaii, wherever. So they were talking to them. So it made it more like, that we could believe it. But now it's like, if you don't know somebody, I don't trust it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said this morning. I was like, I don't even know if that is, I'm going to need a little bit more. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but you have to double check and then you also have to check and see boots on the ground is very important, right?
Yes.
So I guess Pompeo is pushing the right here. He just posted the Iranian regime is in trouble. Bringing in mercenaries is its last best hope. Riots in dozens of cities and so they got us distracted with all this regime change bullshit. right? Riots in dozens of cities, and why are there riots? Can you tell us why they're rioting in their country? You're like failing to tell everybody the whole story here on what's really taking place, and most people don't even know what the hell a regime change is. Right, so 47 years of this regime. POTUS 47, coincidence? Happy New Year to every Iranian in the streets. We're coming to save you because we're Captain Save-A-Hos. We can't save our own country, but we're going to come over there and interfere in yours just like we did in Iraq, just like we did in Libya, Afghanistan, Venezuela, etc., etc. Right? I don't think this is what people voted for. I don't think people voted for any more regime changes. Anybody vote? I don't think so. So this is like a 80% disapproval rating by the American people, if not more. Minus a few other people that are just, about 80% of the Americans don't want any more war, sending money overseas, right? It doesn't matter what party you're in. I don't think either side is like, yeah, man, let's go spend a lot more money. Let's have our kids die overseas for nothing, right? For Israel or for a foreign nation. All right, so people are waking up to the holy war part of it, right? And they're seeing the setup. Here's a little clip. Also, we had outages today, but we'll get to that here in a second.
They are planning a holy war. I didn't know how to come out and say this, but they are doing the same thing they did when they stole the lands or took the lands the first time. They're going to say that we're heathens and we're not Christians because the way that we're living our lives, and we're not representing their Christian American values. That's what happened with this Renee Good incident. That is what broke the illusion for those people, realizing that they were under a cult, realizing that that cult was in a psychosis, and they are jumping ship because they don't want to be on the wrong side of history. They are also realizing that they have been set up because they are coming for them too. They are just being used as tools. So they are coming together with us to be prepared for these people to wage holy war on us within the next year or two. They are trying to get us outside, trying to create the Insurrection Act. They are trying to get us in martial law. They are trying to run up in our houses and snatch us out, just like they did in Germany in 1933. They are trying to repeat history. That's why all of these dates are very important right now. January 27 is the celebration of the ending of the Yazis. And when the Yazis ended in Germany, they moved to the United States. This became the new Yazi land. Covertly, they've been indoctrinating themselves through what they call their religion. And this religion makes them extremists through psychosis. That God has told them to wage war on everybody who does not live the way they say to live. Even though on the outside they look like they live in righteous, but on the inside it's evil. That's psychosis. That's cognitive dissonance. That's some serious cult brainwashing. This is a serious message, the most serious message that I have ever posted. And I am risking my life right now to say this. And I hope that everybody takes this serious. Stop playing Uno. Stop playing dominoes. Stop making music. Stop making beats. Stop going to the museums. Stop going out to eat. We are about to be seized upon, and we don't know the time nor the date. They do. Go visit that side of TikTok. Go see what the fuck is going on. Please. This is a serious fucking message.
Mm-hmm. Right, so they're trying to draw people out to the streets with these psyops, psychological operations. They're showing never-ending videos of ICE agents doing some horrific shit to American citizens. So it seems like they're fanning and flaming and stirring the pot until they get what the hell ever they want.
But they're recognizing it now.
So it's going to get more and more like that. So that's why we stop. Don't entertain the bullshit, the shit that gets you all pissed off and emotionally charged and out of your character.
Yeah.
You got to maintain that energy, protect it. Right. I know it's hard. But you just got to work through this because doesn't seem like seems like we got a few more episodes here of this shit show. If you catch my drift. So you're either uniting with humanity or you're in the way. Right? Don't be on the wrong side of history, right?
No.
Come on now.
No way.
No.
No way.
So people are waking up worldwide. We have another one here. This is can you not see the pattern of the propaganda? If you were in the chat this morning, you heard this already. If not, this is for everyone else that is viewing right now. Pattern recognition.
Funny, right? Because at the minute they're letting like a lot of information come through. Like if you haven't noticed, there are certain celebrities like fighting with each other. You know, they've let people who have been banned from platforms for years, all of a sudden they're back on the platforms. Like, why do you think that they're doing that they're allowing that? It's honestly, it's because they don't give a shit, because they want you looking anywhere but inward. They keep us arguing, right? Normally it's over like left and right, the politicians, you know, every year when the voting comes in, you see all of the propaganda and everything. And then you'll have people fighting over, oh no, this politician is better than this. Oh, he said this, she said that. Like they love that, right? But that's fallen apart. They're noticing like less people voting. They're noticing less people arguing, because they're also realizing that people are not as stupid as they was, and they're realizing that it doesn't really matter who you vote for, like what happens.
So people from even across the pond and overseas are sitting here coming to the same conclusions that because this is a global thing. This didn't just take place in America. This is worldwide. This whole, you think it's just here. It's not. If you could tell by the accent, right?
So they try other things. Celebrities, they know we all love following celebrities. So you get a couple in a big argument, right? Fighting something, exposing something, all eyes are on them. And often they really are exposing things. They don't even know that they're in it themselves. They're being let back on platforms and stuff after being banned for years. And, you know, you're wondering why. You wonder why my stuff doesn't even get taken down sometimes. Because they know, right? If you keep concentrating on other things rather than inward, and you realize that the devil, the mimic, the false light, whatever you want to name it, is a lot more subtle than you think. They don't give a shit what they bring out. Epstein files, a politician done that, somebody killed this person, they don't care. As long as they keep you away from the truth. And they know we're getting very, very close to it. So they're letting other things come through subtly. Let's take the church, for example, right? Because this is a big one. Now, the canon Bible, they purposely left other books out. It was a group of men who decided what went into the Bible that you read. And then you go to church and then you listen to somebody on a stand interpreting it and telling you how to interpret the teachings. They're saying to you, you can only read these certain texts that we found. We'll deem the other one Gnostic texts, and we'll say they're not okay, and we'll hide some of them, and we'll burn some of them, like in the fire of Alexandria. Do you know what I mean? We'll accidentally lose some. They're telling you what to think and stuff. And they painted Yeshua or Jesus as this man that died for your sins and all of this shit, when that man was literally just saying, look, I can see through the veil. I know what this earth is. I know it's an enclosed realm with another entity that has taken over the signal, and it's trying to loop you in because it can't create. So it takes your light, it takes your energy. I'm telling you this to be like me. And they knew his message was too big that they couldn't delete it. So what did they do? They turned it into a religion. They had you worshipping and looping and in fear, so that you couldn't even see what that man was trying to tell you when you look at his teachings or you look at the Gnostic text, because you're not allowed to look at the Gnostic text because the church or the priest tells you to. And then they have everybody fighting over a religion. No, my God is correct. This is correct. This is correct. They love it. They have you fighting over politicians. They have you fighting over religion. And then when that doesn't work, they just have you fighting over countries, you know, who's coming into the country, who's allowed out. It's my country. I was born here. Mate, who in the first place said that they owned a certain part of the earth? It's all earth. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't understand why not everybody can't see this. Like, hello? Why do you think they want us, like, stuck in 9-to-5 jobs and not with much money in that? Because they also know, right? If you ever see anybody, especially if they're older, if they've never been traveling before in their life, and then all of a sudden they go off backpacking and they go off traveling, they literally come back a changed person with completely different views, because they know once you get out into the open, into the wild world, and you start talking to people of who live in different countries, who have different beliefs, who are of different religions, different backgrounds, you start seeing the pattern, and you start seeing your own pattern as well. And you're like, oh shit. And you start really looking at things. So they want us kept in 9-to-5s. They want us kept in like our little houses, not traveling, saving for that all-inclusive holiday every year where you go to Spain or anything. And I'm not dissing them. I've been on many of them. Like, I love an all-inclusive, don't get me wrong. But you're not really going into the culture or anything. Do you know what I mean? And you save for it all year. I don't understand, like, why not everybody can see what is happening or what they're doing here, because it's only going to get worse these next few years, because they know a lot of people are waking up, so they're going to try even harder and harder.
Oh, that's gonna be
and
fun.
It just frightens me, because
right,
I can see it, like, even with COVID, you know, going in the shop, I was sometimes the only person without a fucking mask on, and it's just, you're all playing into the propaganda. And I think, my God, like, these next few years, everybody's just going to fall for it. They're going to fall for the shit. Like, can you not just all open your eyes? Like, just see it. Can you not see the pattern? It's in everything. Even your neighbor, like, my neighbors fucking argue. There's no numbers, right, on our spaces out here. Anybody can park there. They argue over whose space is what. Because I've been parking here for years. It's my space. And I'm just like, my God, what the fuck is going to happen in these next few years? Because if you're arguing over parking spaces and stuff, I don't know. Come on, people, just see the pattern. Can you not see it? It's right in front of your face. It's so funny, right? Because at the minute, they're letting, like, a lot of information come through.
right. So that's what we caught on to, was the way the propaganda was being
Pattern,
released,
the propaganda,
especially in the last 48 hours, 72 hours, last couple days. Right? It's almost like they're trying to dictate what people cover. They're controlling the narrative by
Yes.
putting things out at certain times so that people eat on it like piranhas. You have like 50 podcasters eating on one story that just got released, and it's like piranhas, and then the next one comes, and then the next one comes, and you're like, you don't have control over your show or your content or your message or what you're trying to do or where you're going. You're going to be led like in a never ending, like, chasing a carrot, like, a rabbit, greyhound's chasing a rabbit down on a track, right? It's just going to be loop de loop de loop, and you got to jump off that train and say, wait, y'all don't control what I know what I need. I don't need to react to everything that hits the mainstream news that everyone feels I need to talk about, or the next muddy water of information coming out about us said somebody about doing this or doing that or this, that, and the other. We're doing like we're having like trial by the public without or the media without like people actually going in a courtroom and having due process and then bringing all this evidence forward and then allowing that to take place. We're just like, you know, as a whole of society, we're just judging, condemning, and accusing, based on what somebody's releasing, which isn't even all the truth, right? There's millions upon millions of documents that aren't even being released, and everybody's making judgment calls, not seeing the whole thing. So you got to ask yourself, why are they feeding us what they are feeding us? Because there's got to be something on the other side of that that's even worse, right? Than what we're being shown. That's got, um, so it's like they constantly try to it's people's traumas, trauma-based mind control, right? They constantly try to get you in that low vibration, low. Not saying we shouldn't talk about or going down those holes, but if you stay in them, you could probably will do long-term damage,
Right. You
right?
gotta go
Within your spirit, you won't look at the world the same if you see nothing but the negative
dark.
shit, dark stuff that these people have done.
Stay in the dark.
You'll stay in the dark. I've been impacted by it by doing this, having to look at certain things or coming to the conclusion upon my own investigations of certain things. I find things that I don't like to see, and it hurts me to think that we fail as a society for this long and people don't care. Nobody cares. You're just taking sides. Back this person, back that, back the blue, back. Like, slow down for a minute.
Back yourself.
Right. Slow down. What about us? What about the people? Right? They got you supporting things that are actually enslaving you. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All for what? You know? You know? So let me continue here. Right? Like we have like things that matter is what we don't talk about, right? We constantly talk about they constantly got us talking about like TMZ topics, like paparazzi topics. Like did you see Trump flip off the fireman at the warehouse the other day? Ha 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 ha. And it's like
Yeah, that's so
shit, dude.
stupid. Immature.
But I'm just
Yeah.
using that as an example,
Yeah.
like that's
No, I
because
know.
it aired on TMZ, and I'm like, oh, okay, like a TMZ moment. Like they catch the actor coming out of the airport, and then they get him
Yeah.
doing something like whatever, and everybody talks about it for 3 days until the next TMZ moment happens. All right, but anyways, we don't talk about the things that matter, right? Like our children, each other, right? Like what happened during COVID, the medical tyranny that's still taking place within our own communities every single day, right?
Yeah.
And we've
Sure.
seen witness in our within our own tribe here with even Dayna Mooney and Preston, her son, right? Y'all seen what happened with them, and that's still happening, right? And not only that, but they're putting up cell towers around your kids' schools, and I don't think a lot of parents are maybe aware of the maybe
Yeah, you showed them that they were in some of the church. They've been in the churches,
right.
right?
This has been going on for decades,
They're in their neighborhoods, and they're supposed to be not even near a community. They're supposed to be. They used to be have to be so far out away from any kind of houses or anything like that.
right?
Now they're putting them right there.
Right. Speaking of cell towers, you had an outage today, right?
Verizon, they said ours was fine, but
Did everybody's put one in the chat if you had a phone issue today, and maybe you can put the provider.
Cyber Ghost, never heard of them. Cellular.
My mom's the only one that called me today to tell me how good she's doing. She's doing better. She got home.
Oh yeah, that was good. More
She seemed
alive.
more able to speak and more coherent today.
That 3-pack had Verizon. Check.
Verizon.
Mm.
Okay.
If you go on, if you do Verizon not working on Facebook, that's where the map is. It's like from the middle of the country down and like a sweeping up the East Coast. And then there's a few other spots. I can send it to you if you want.
All right. What is US Cellular? Isn't that cell phone company that's always doing infomercials
I don't know. I've
on
never
regular
heard of them.
TV?
I've never
I
heard
think
of
it's the.
Cyber Ghost either.
I've never heard of Cyber. I think US Cellular I heard of it. Never Cyber Ghost.
Mm-mm.
I got a phone. Oh, this is a VPN.
Oh, okay, VPN. Okay.
Well, that's weird. Why would you do a VPN and a?
I don't know.
7. We have
It's from Dabu7 on YouTube. Go check them out. We're just gonna play this 1-minute clip here for educational purposes only. Go click like, share, and subscribe like I just did right there. Boom.
a massive event underway here across the country affecting multiple, not just Verizon, but multiple different cellular services. Initially, it was said Verizon was hit by this big outage, saying that no one could make a call across the country. They couldn't send text messages. So it seemed like it was focused on Verizon. But as you can see here, it's beyond that. This means that this is a lot deeper and potentially a targeted attack here. When you see US Cellular, AT&T, T-Mobile, all these other big places being disrupted, it shows that it's not just Verizon and that this is widespread. So thousands of people out there reporting this, saying that their phones are stuck in SOS mode. They have no connection to Verizon's network. And again, that's just Verizon. You can see here, T-Mobile, AT&T, massive issues as well. Now, I did test this. I have one of these networks, and the call went through to somebody basically here at the house, and it worked. But that's not to say that a ton of other people out there aren't having issues. Let me know in the comment section what area you're in, what service provider you're dealing with if you have an outage, and what all is going on. I'll stay on top of this. I'll update on X. Make sure to follow me over there and join me for the live stream. I'm going live Monday, Wednesday, and
I didn't even know that the cell phone services went down.
Mm-mm.
I had no clue. Everybody's fine. We were in the chat this morning. Nobody had issues. I don't know if you guys were on your phone, but we were on for a few hours.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do y'all have the map of the outage?
Yeah, it's in your sheepdog's Telegram.
In mine? Did you send it to me?
The war room?
Yeah,
It's on
the
Oh, the
blue.
war room? Okay.
Blue one.
Sheepdog's DM. Okay.
Sheepdog DM. Okay. It's in your DM.
Yeah, I don't know what's DM you sent. Yeah, you're gonna send it
be in your.
on what? On Telegram?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I don't see nothing in there.
Oh.
Maybe did you check yours?
Oh, maybe she sent it to me.
I send it again. I could
Yeah.
see it. I'm in there.
Oh, it's on mine.
Yeah, you sent it. Okay.
There you go. I
Here we
sent
go.
it.
Let's pull it up right here real quick.
I sent it to you.
All right, here we go. Man, the whole East Coast. Holy sh. Okay, so if you look,
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
yeah, that's pretty much where 80% of the country lives on the East Coast. That's probably why.
Someone said, not in the chat, but my daughter's phone wouldn't work if she called Verizon. They said it was a solar flash. Didn't they say they were going to start doing that? That they would say that it was like the solar flares and stuff messing with the
Yep.
electronics.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's part of what's coming.
Mm-hmm.
In the
That'd be-
past 2 months, within 2 months, we've had 2 times that the power has actually gone out. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or if it was just really freaking cold, but it's not normal.
No, and they said that there would be different outages, and they would blame it on the solar flares or from the sun, right? Interesting.
Well, as long as they don't blame it on the rain. There we go. So there's the outages on the East Coast. What's crazy is when they do the Facebook or like X outages, that really goes viral, doesn't it? All right, so Larry Fink just said the quiet part out loud. Every asset, every currency, every transaction tokenized, tracked, and routed through digital wallets. You don't control. They're not hiding it anymore. This isn't an invention. It's permission-based existence. So this isn't innovation. It sounds like it. Then it come like packaged. Oh yeah, it's gonna be great. Oh yeah, we're gonna this new wallet. It's gonna be so amazing. Oh yeah, fast, speedy,
Yeah,
like
they said
fast transaction speeds, man. Just like the
which
fast
they
internet
said it
speeds.
has nothing to do with speed.
Right. Just like your internet speeds.
I
Right?
mean, we can send money to each other just like that right now, right? Through our apps. What makes that any faster?
Well, like, what am I gonna do? Throw
You
my
can
money at
send
the person at the
you can
at the register
you can send
at
money
100
through
miles an hour?
Zelle, like it gets there in just it gets there in like right
You want your
second.
money?
Here's freaking Nolan Ryan that shit 100-mile-an-hour fastball right through the register. Like, there's no faster transaction than hand to hand, folks. I don't know what else there. It's just crazy. But this digital thing, because everything's digital, even the reserve prints it based off of digital, just numbers they put into the screen anyway, and then they just print the money anyway.
Yeah. Right?
So here's look, it says Lawrence Fink. Lawrence Fink.
Larry Fink.
Laurence.
Well, yeah, that's Larry short for Lawrence.
It should just be Dick Fink.
There you go. There you go.
Lord.
I just find it weird that they want us all divided, right, by religion and different things, but yet they can all meet united. Like he's a
Yeah,
Jew,
they're
ain't he?
making money. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So then you got the Arabs. Everybody's just chilling, man. Everybody, all
They're all
religions,
making
everybody.
money.
Right. There is no division.
They're all if they're all going to make something money out of it, then they're all on board. Right?
Right. So this is called the Future Investment Initiative. And so you can see the CERN, the 6 little thing upside down, like the Google logo, the 9, or whatever you want to call it.
Question from central banks is, what is the role of tokenization and digitization? How quickly should they think about digitizing their own currency? What does that mean for the role of the dollar? If every currency digitizes and we have what does that mean for bank payments? What does that mean for the payment companies like MasterCard and Visa? All these are being questioned right now. I think we spend so much time talking about AI. We're not spending enough time talking about how quickly we're going to tokenize every financial asset and the opportunity we're going to have a digital wallet and moving ETFs and other things through a digital wallet. And I think that's going to happen worldwide very rapidly. And I think most countries are ill prepared for that and underappreciate how technology is changing that. Not unlike how technology is changing AI and other things. It will be changing the technology around the plumbing of finance.
That's what Whitney Webb was talking about, right? They're going to tokenize everything, your water, your nature. They're going to tokenize every single thing on this planet.
Right. Yeah, I was looking
Or
at
what they're trying to do.
this is like a you see the stage. It looks like kind of like a key or a upside down cross or something. Just look at that. I know it's not because it's got extra a
Yeah, it
couple
looks
things
like
here. I noticed that.
he had a key behind him.
Yeah, I noticed right here. See it
Yeah, see
spinning?
the key
Right, hold
behind
on.
him there?
Right there spinning in
Yeah.
the back right there. Is that a digital key or is it like a
Yeah.
freaking so they
Digital
take
key.
everything from this in the spiritual and they try to put it into the technology and and copy that, right? Synthetically.
That's
So
why they
Inauthentic.
call it.
is it like their version of the black
Artificial.
cube?
This is like
Yeah,
their religion.
it's like what they call the false light.
The false
Right?
light.
It's not the
Yeah,
spirit,
this ain't
but
the real
a
key.
copy of it.
They don't have they
It's a
think this
copy
is
of
the
your
key.
spirit.
This is the digital key to the kingdom. Okay.
It's a copy
Oh
of
yeah,
your
let's go
own.
get one.
Right?
Here, let me go grab my bitcoins real quick out of the drawer.
Here's my last 2 silver coins. Can I have one? No. Wow. Yeah,
Here.
so is it like the black cube? But their version of it?
The black cube.
Yeah, the black cube like they wear on their head. And the
Oh,
cube in
Saturn, the
Mecca.
god of war.
They say the black cube is the Saturn, the god of war.
That's the god of war.
Right, which is the cross folded up.
Yeah.
Right. When you take the cross and you fold it up into a box, that's what they wear on their foreheads, the god of war. That's why you see all the people kissing the wall, like Mark Levan with the box on his forehead.
In Mecca, they go around the black cube, right? That giant black cube.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
So this is right here, the digital part. Like, hold on, it can go on that screen. Let me open this right here. So, right. So you trade your entire life for it. They print it out of thin air based on digital numbers they put into a screen.
Yeah.
The US dollar is the biggest scam in history. So it's digital shit right along with it.
You simply flooded the system with money.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally. And
you simply flooded the system with money.
Guys, the conspiracy theories, we're running out of conspiracy theories because they're all just admitting it on TV now. Like, the gig is up.
Yes, we did. That's another way to think about it. We did.
Where does it come from? Do you just print it?
We print it digitally. So we as a central bank, we have the ability to create money digitally. And
where does it come from? Where does it go? Where does it come from? Digital gold.
Yeah, they were able to print it digitally.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
make
that's
it.
never ending.
And then
right?
people go to work to trade their time and energy for something that they just created out of thin air. Right, and then we lose our they take our gold, the
We might be
generational
doing
wealth.
that now with
Yeah.
the like direct deposit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what he's saying. We've been digital.
Yes, we've been digital for a while now.
Yeah, they painted the freaking pig, the $2,000 checks. They painted the pig with the lipstick, with the tariffs instead of just printing it. It's a tariff pig.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get that $2,000 if you vote in the midterms. I think they're going to hold it right before midterms, and then they might.
Yeah, because he even mentioned it might be released before the midterms.
Yeah.
Right? That sounds like a
kind of like a little carrot.
carrot on the stick.
Who's your daddy who gave you $2,000?
Oh, gross.
You know.
Vote for me.
Anyways, but after you vote, then it's back. Just like that video we played, right? They campaign and make it look like heaven, and then when you vote for them, and you get there, and they're like, boom, the devil comes out and it's burning flames. Well, I was campaigning that year. This time you voted, so
yes.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because they tell you what you want to hear until they get in there, and then it'll happen.
I was going to tell you something. This showed up a while ago on my Facebook page. One day, a man named Truth and a man named Lie stood by a river just outside of town. They were twin brothers. Lie challenged Truth to a race, claiming he could swim across the river faster than Truth. Lie laid out the rules of the challenge, stating that both must remove all their clothes, at the count of 3, dive into the freezing water, swim to the other side and back. Lie counted to 3, but when Truth jumped in, Lie did not. As Truth swam across the river, Lie put on Truth's clothes and walked back to town dressed as Truth. He proudly paraded around town pretending to be Truth. Truth made it back to the shore. His clothes were gone, and he was left naked, with only Lie's clothes to wear, refusing to dress himself as a Lie. Truth walked back to town naked. People stared and glared as naked Truth walked through town. He tried to explain what had happened, and that he was in fact Truth, but because he was naked and it was uncomfortable to look at, people mocked him and shunned him, refusing to believe he was really Truth. The people in town chose to believe Lie because he was dressed appropriately and easier to look at. From that day until this, people have come to believe a well-dressed Lie rather than believe a naked Truth.
That's the truth.
Well, that's the truth.
That
'Cause
was
she
pretty
said
good.
so.
I like that one.
It's the naked truth.
It's the
Hey,
naked truth.
it ain't fun to look
It's
at,
not
but
always pretty. Right?
he said, I ain't putting them clothes on dry. I'm not dressing up like a lie. I'm gonna walk in my truth. In my
That's
birthday suit.
All I'm going to say to that is paper bags.
Paper bags.
Think about it later. You'll get it.
So that was a little wisdom from Granny. Graham Rising.
Here's why you almost never hear your doctor talk about fasting, because if everybody started doing it, the entire healthcare industry would lose billions. There's no profit in doing nothing. Dietitians, nutritionists, doctors would all go out of business. Think about it. Fasting doesn't need a powder, a pill, or a prescription. It is literally subtraction, not eating for a certain period of time, and yet it is one of the most powerful metabolic resets known to science. When you fast, insulin levels will drop. Your body switches into fat burning and cellular cleanup. Autophagy kicks in your body, literally starts recycling damaged cells. It is like your body hit that reset button that no supplement can do for you. Truth is, fasting heals because it gives your body space to do what it was designed to do. God built your body to repair itself, but the modern world keeps us eating spiking glucose and insulin, silencing the natural repair system. There is no money in teaching people how to heal themselves. That is exactly why you need to do this, because the most powerful therapy you will ever use is the one that costs you nothing. It's called fasting.
Fasting.
Hey.
It works. I think that's what happened. Your mom's running along the way.
All right. Yeah, like my mom didn't eat for a few days, and I said that's probably good for her to get rid of some of that because her body stops trying to digest the food and starts trying to heal her body.
Yeah, I think it worked. Not that it was done on purpose. She just didn't feel like eating.
All right. So what's the best? Everybody loves being the banker when they play Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom, I think that may have helped. That's what I told my brother. I was like, yeah, she's not eating nothing, but that's her body's probably taken over at this point and is um fighting for its life, right? My mom's a fighter. Like when you think she's down, that she jumps right back up, and you're like, holy shit! Like
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen somebody bounce back so many different times, right? But the people are going to bounce back too, right? As soon as we wake up and realize all this shit is what it is, and I think that's what this is all about. And that's why they're in such a rush, simultaneously trying to get everything in place. And, but the Federal Reserve is a scam. Here's a little clip here from the general.
Jekyll Island, November 9th.
Yep, they don't connect this to Jekyll Island. And your property taxes.
Yeah, that's where it all took place.
Your property taxes. What else?
1910. 7 bankers meeting in secret to create America's central bank. We just can't call it that.
The 1907 panic nearly destroyed us. Banks failed, fortunes vanished.
We want to control America's money supply, create booms, trigger busts, and profit from both. And how will we do that?
We'll create money from nothing, loan it to the government, and charge interest. Legal counterfeiting, my friends.
But there's a cost. Every dollar we print steals value from existing dollars. It's a hidden tax that flows directly to us. And it gets worse. If we ever get off the gold standard, governments can print money for wars. Endless wars become possible and profitable.
Since Americans hate central banks, we'll call it the Federal Reserve. Sounds governmental, doesn't it? It's not.
The president will appoint board members, but we'll pick who he appoints.
Like, since Americans don't like the word Bitcoin, we'll call it stable coin.
Yeah. Or what was the other one they were going to call it? CBDC.
CBDC or whatever the hell, right? Keep in mind, in order for all this to take place, the Titanic had to go down, right? With everyone that was against this. So Jekyll Island.
We'll have 12 regional banks. Looks decentralized, democratic even. But New York banks control them all. That's us.
You're probably wondering how we're going to get this through Congress.
December 23rd, 1913. Most of Congress home for Christmas. Perfect timing for passing unpopular legislation.
So they do it at Christmas. So this was 1913. So the Titanic has already sank. Or the, right?
Publicly oppose our own bill in Congress. They'll pass it thinking they beat Wall Street. We'll fund university chairs, write the textbooks. They'll teach our system as economic science. Beautiful. Every American born after this will inherit debt on money we created from nothing. Generational servitude. The Federal Reserve. Not federal, no reserves. But everyone will think it's their government protecting them.
Good afternoon.
All right. All right, so you see how they wrote history all the way back 1913. That's what we just talked about at the beginning of the show, erasing history or rewriting history, or the winners tell the history, or however you want to look at it. So December 23rd, 1913, right? Everybody was breaking for Christmas vacation, and they passed it. The 63rd United States Congress. Right. Then we go back to 1213, the Titanic, or the what was the twin of the Titanic, the Olympia?
Yeah, the Olympia, right?
Well, whichever ones. There's a damn ship at the bottom of the ocean. Right.
The Olympus, I believe.
Take the Fed out of your life. Is that what it says?
Take the Fed out of your life.
All right, here was another really good one.
Are low-level Masons, but they are pawns. They are being used to carry out the agenda. As you can see what that agenda they are carrying out.
Remember what we were talking about? The girl earlier was talking about how people are being used as pawns and they're being set up.
And they're noticing that.
You can go look at King Alfred plan, Rex 84, however you want to look at it. So Bloods and Crips, blue and red, right? Blue, red, blue rag, red rag, and the Bloods and Crips, in my opinion, are in or DC, the high level ones, right? Red and the blue, Republican, Democrat gangs, right? The way they have it, the color coordinated here. Blue house, red house, however you want to look at it. So Bloods and Crips, low level Masons, and that's why you see you had the COINTELPRO infiltration, because you did have some that were about the community, but then you had some other ones that are about destroying the community and making some money or whatever the hell, allowing the federal government. Like I said, most of them became informants, snitched on everybody. Freeway was it Freeway? Ricky Ross was the one that they gave millions of dollars of cocaine to, and then he was the fall guy for a few decades. He went to prison. Nobody else did. Right. So they destroyed that community with the war on drugs, and they flooded the streets, and they used the people and their whether they're, their status, that they're poor, rich, right?
Yeah.
A lot of these Bloods and Crips are low-level Masons, but they are pawns. They are being used to carry out the agenda. As you can see what the agenda they are carrying out. Everybody's got their degrees when it comes to trying to be a Mason. They brotherhood, they sisterhoods, Eastern Star, all that good hot shit. But specifically when it comes to the Bloods and the Crips, initially when they first started off, it was supposed to be an intent to bring the people together to protect the women and the children. Once it got hijacked, just like the Black Panthers, which is another level of Masonry, it got hijacked. The intent turned into bad intention. So all these lodges that you may see in your city, all these Moose Lodge and Liberty Lodge and such and such lodge, any lodge that has an animal in the front of it, that's a Mason lodge. Bloods and Crips, they are Masons. Ask your OG to ask your OG to ask your O, jizzle for shizzle. You are being used to carry out an agenda to keep the drugs going in the community, keep the wrath and the killing and the shooting each other going in the community, to keep creating broken homes and single baby mamas, to keep the rape, the violence going. You just keeping it up and you don't know that you're being used. So I'm gonna need you to wake up, Black men. I need you to understand you are the pawn on the chessboard and they're gonna use you because you are disposable. I spoke to an OG and he told me that he doesn't consider himself a free Mason, but he does consider himself a Mason. He also told me that he stopped at particular degrees, certain rituals and certain things that they required him to do. He just wasn't trying to do that. He also did tell me that if he had to tell me anything more, he would have to take me out. Do your research when it comes to learning about being a Freemason and the Knights Templar and all these secret societies and Rosicrucian, and it goes all the way back to the mystery schools, as it's all about being initiated. It's always good to learn about it and educate yourself about it before you jumping into things and becoming a part of that clique or that group. A lot of these gang members are warlocks. A lot of these gang members dibble and dabble in magic, DPing and you got to get this, you got to do that in order to get in with us. You know what I'm saying? These are all rituals. Have to prove that they worthy to join the brotherhood. So when they're throwing up these hand symbols, that's a certain energy that they are putting out there to show who they represent, who they are idolizing. Them throwing up those hand symbols is very powerful. It's a form of magic. And a lot of them, especially the newcomers, don't know that. But the OGs or the ones who's been in it for a while, they know that. Like Chris Breezy and shit, he's a blood. The red bandana in his back pocket and stuff, but he also uses beauty magic. He uses sex magic. These people are warlocks. A lot of these Black men who are in these gangs are warlocks, and I need y'all to understand that because there's levels to Masonry. These societies out here are trying to reach the 33 degree, but let's talk about it. You're really not going to reach the 33 degree vertebrae, which is the crown. You're not going to be able to reach that level of enlightenment, which they're trying to go where Jesus went. That's what they're trying to do. But they not understanding Jesus didn't have to do things to get into society. Jesus didn't have to be a part of a group in order to get where he was at. He had to let go of attachments. He had to let go of things that was holding him down. You have to become weightless. You have to leave all the attachments behind in order to reach your 33 degree. That's what I don't understand about these societies. But once again, they take sacred knowledge, they take sacred information, and they pervert it and they convert it and they infiltrate it, they misuse it for their own personal gain. And then they try to put other people on, but they mislead them. Educate yourself on that. Understand what that is before you jump into it, right? And understand, do you want to deal with the long-term consequences that may come with that?
Right, that karma, that debt has to come back around and be paid at some point. That of what you do unto others will be done unto you, right?
And so people are waking up, and people are trying to wake up other people so they don't get caught up in something they don't want to be caught up in.
Well, right now they're not going to get caught up. They're just ignoring the truth, and they're just going to people are just going to keep doing whatever the hell it is they want to do. Like I said, the universe is going to come back around, and that day will come if you're based on what you've done. Is what you'll get.
Karma.
Right, so you got to think about it. If you're profiting if you're profiting, but yet on the other end of that profit, there's somebody else being hurt,
Yeah.
then that's not going to be blessed. Right.
No, it never has. But
It's not going to be blessed. So that comes to an end real quick.
if you're profiting and helping, that's different.
Right. All right. So here we got
3 prescription medications I would never take unless you can convince me otherwise. I'm pharmacist Steve Hofford, and those who want to understand medications, follow us. Here are 3 of the most common medications taken by patients daily that as a pharmacist, I don't ever...
Yeah, there we go. I had the other screen on there. Let me restart that.
3 prescription medications I would never take unless you can convince me otherwise. I'm pharmacist Steve Hofford, and those who want to understand medications, follow us. Here are 3 of the most common medications taken by patients daily that as a pharmacist, I don't ever want to take, and a root cause approach that you can use as an alternative. First, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen, naproxen, and Celebrex. These wreak havoc on your gut and cause leaky gut and drive up inflammation long term. Cause kidney issues. Why do you think there's so many dialysis places nowadays? And finally, they destroy cartilage, which leads to lots of knee replacements and hip replacements, so I don't really want to take those. Next, I would avoid PPIs like omeprazole and Nexium at all costs. Yes, these block stomach acid and reduce issues like heartburn, but you need stomach acid to absorb your protein and absorb nutrients like iron, magnesium, and B12. And actually, studies with PPIs show long-term use can actually increase your risk of fractures and cause problems with dementia. And finally, I wouldn't take statins. Statins are good to lower cholesterol, but cholesterol is not the problem. Cholesterol in a bad environment is the problem. And when you take a statin, yes, it lowers cholesterol, but it also lowers your CoQ10 and your vitamin D, can cause muscle aches and pains, and studies show long-term use shows that lowers your sex hormones, increases your risk of type 2 diabetes, and may cause dementia. If you have more questions about these medications or medications that I, as a pharmacist, wouldn't take, drop those in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer.
All right, there you go. We gotta bring a couple of what? Oh my God.
I'll just so when they type all their letters are backwards.
Oh, that was genius.
Yeah, I didn't. I had to get Mickey
Have a
on
great
that.
day.
I was like, Mickey, I have no idea what he's saying. No idea. I didn't think
It's
it was
like,
backwards.
what in the hell is?
He's just testing y'all's cognitive dissonance if y'all are thinking mirror or not.
No, he's not doing it.
You
He or
gotta think
she.
mirror with that one.
They're the third person I've seen this happen to. It's not them doing it.
Yeah, because they're like, what the actual hell? Like they don't understand why
this
it is going backwards though.
We are having malfunctions with the cell
mine
phone.
was doing that yesterday. My not typing backwards. I hope not.
Have I turned my life around? Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good statement. Yeah, you did.
But yeah, it was acting real wonky. It's been acting crazy.
I don't know. I even have problems reading it backwards. So
Who said I don't feel backwards? But it's backwards.
It's just ass backwards.
That's strange.
Yeah, he's on the other side.
Yeah.
If he's skilled enough to do that himself, then
Yeah,
good
that's
for
next
him.
level shit, man.
Yeah,
You gotta step your game up.
I can't be a part of what you're a part of. I don't know.
No way. They answering too fast to be able to do that backwards by themselves.
No, no. I think it's some mess up on it. Something wonky.
Oh man, right. Speaking of
It would take
wonky,
me forever to type that out backwards. I know that. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah.
Come here, puppy. Hey, puppy. Come here. Here,
Yeah,
you want
those aren't sweet and cuddly.
a chill doggy? Come here. Come here. You can get a chill doggy. You're gonna have to get some chill doggies on me. I wonder if it does over.
That's just creepy looking.
I thought it was kind of crazy when I seen the fire department have the Dalmatian as a like mascot, but now who is this? ICE or the military is coming down the
I
streets
don't know
here?
what that is, but it's
That's not a Dalmatian.
oh, it's creepy. And it shoots.
I've seen this in movies, man. Like, why are we there? Like, did I take a left-hand turn at like the Twilight Zone episode, whatever the hell this is, police surveillance state, freaking Terminator, everything's coming to fruition. Holy shit.
Yeah, why would you need that? Why would you need these databases?
Because you
why
can't
would
charge
you
the
need
dog with murder.
any-
Yeah.
Who you gonna lock up if this dog kills you?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just robotic.
Okay.
Who would be?
You gonna put the robot in jail?
Yeah.
But
All they could just say blame it on a
it
robot.
malfunctioned. Oops, sorry.
Malfunction,
We'll
yeah.
investigate it and try to fix the next ones and get updates to the rest of the bots out
Yeah,
there.
that's what's messed up about that.
Right? Think about that. Well, what do they have courtrooms for robots? How now you disconnected like human to human interactions where someone can have compassion or something. These things ain't gonna have compassion or mercy. It's just what it is. It is what it is, depending on whatever it's designed to do. Maybe right here it just looks like it's showing off running down the street. But this is the future policing. Trump had this at Mar-a-Lago, right? It's almost like intimidation. It's like, oh yeah, keep acting up, keep asking for transparency, huh? Y'all keep waking up. We're gonna keep coming out with this shit we've been preparing all this time for with the black budget. All that money missing from the Pentagon, right? But yet they got here comes robots. Like, hold on. I think I know where the trillions of dollars went missing in the Pentagon.
Oh, look, they're not trying to poison their skies there either. Gotta have it clean, all shiny and blue up there, not do chemtrails when that dog's out there. Oh, this whole thing burns my ass.
Look at that camera. See this whole camera on the top? Boom. Getting your everything, biometrics, whatever it needs to get.
Is that
Sensors down here at the bottom.
no? With the yellow. What is that? See, it looks like wings. Is that
Yeah, it looks like a little, that thing from one of those movies where it shoots out,
like a missile?
and then like
Oh,
sticks in your
no.
body and like spreads out and then pulls you to it, like like Mortal Kombat.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
Get over
That's
here!
what it does look like, huh? Yeah,
it's like Mortal Kombat. So this is so this is from the Patriot Voice on X. He said, if I wanted to get the public on board with the Palantir police state nightmare, I would stage as many false flags as it takes to show you why my totalitarian AI surveillance technology is a good thing. It's going to be for, quote unquote, public safety and how it quells the terrorism. If you notice, they called the lady that tried to escape ICE a terrorist, right? So now you see the paint of what they're trying to paint here, the pit, where we're headed, right? So they're using never let a good crisis go to waste. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah.
So they're not going to let a good crisis go to waste. Are you crazy?
Into it, right?
Right. Then until you see it for what it is, fear porn, scare tactics to get us to accept what's coming with open arms. But it's already here, so it is what it is. But so they would stage as many false flags as it takes to show how you would, why my totalitarian AI surveillance technology and equipment is a good thing for public safety and how it quells terrorism. I'd start and facilitate many riots, right? They may start off as protests, but we'll call them riots after we send everybody in to agitate. So they're creating these situations where if you don't have nothing to riot about, you won't go riot, right? So what do? What's everybody up in arms about? ICE and immigrants, and then and American citizens, and all that battle that they're having in front of the cameras in little small locations, right? So they're going to facilitate. So they're harnessing that hate and that fear, and they're going to create this, and they're going to bring in this what's coming, right? I start and facilitate many riots with illegal immigrants, bring in ICE, National Guard, and SWAT teams, deploying robot police dogs using Palantir facial recognition tech to control the situation and show you why this is necessary to stop it, right? I would have the public at large eating out of my hand and begging for their own surveillance and enslavement in exchange for a quote unquote safer world. I would convince you that this is a normal and that this vaccine is totally safe and effective. Remember that? I would convince you that this is the new normal.
And force you to accept it.
Remember they said this is the
While
new normal?
monitoring your every move.
Yeah, they said this was the new normal right after COVID. It's gonna be the new normal, guys. That's it. We crossed the 2020. You better have 2020 vision.
Reaction solution.
Problem, reaction, solution. So convince you that this is the new normal and force you to accept it while monitoring your every move and eviscerating what's left of your civil liberties. That's it, folks. Problem, reaction, solution. Have you ever heard of the Heligan dialect? Every single damn time, right?
Well, that one guy that was out there singing, right? He does that singing and then dresses in that giraffe costume. The ICE grabbed him. He's an American citizen.
Yeah, they're just grabbing
Yeah, they
whoever. They're
grabbed
trying to
him.
stir up shit.
Like 3 or 4 of them grabbed him.
But people aren't falling for it. They're just seeing it for what it is. It's just, it's enough. The protest is over.
Yeah,
Right
they're
now,
not doing it. They're not going to do it.
right, so
If they do, it's going to be a tiny crowd.
Oh, look, it's the first ancestor of our future overlords. Yeah, little Mussolini. Yeah, this is what we want learning our terrain. What better place to start than in front of a school? Yeah, why convince adults this is normal when you could target kids who will never remember a world without this? Hi, kids, I'll be taking all your careers and murdering people when you're older. Have a nice day. See how...
So think about that. The kids of today are going to come up through elementary school, junior high, and they're going to see this, and this is like, they're not going to see it for what it is like we see it, right? So the next 10 years from now, 20 years from now, it's just going to be like nothing. 30, 40 years from now, it'll be like robots and humans walking down the street like it's nothing, and the kid, like, nobody will be even tripping. But it's weird to us because we didn't come up in this kind of environment. But your kids have been bombarded with the technology since they were born. Even your young adults today, right, in college, they grew up with the smartphones and stuff.
How nice he is. Oh, look, here's a job I could take away from these people.
Yeah, he can mow. They got the AI lawnmowers now.
Yeah, they do.
They already have them scanned the area. It'll mow it evenly and in straight lines. They don't even need these guys anymore. They have the bots. They'll put them out there mowing all this shit.
Now, how can I throw them into traffic? Not sure if I can lift them. I guess I'm gonna have to get my cousin Larry out here to wheel kick them into the street.
Man, that's sweet, bro.
Yeah, it is sweet that your civilization built its own replacement. Makes my job easy.
I need one of that.
And we'll need you to keep assisting us with your own extinction. Keep it up, buddy. Hey, nice mower you got there, Tubby. Hope you got a backup plan for your life, because I'll be taking away your ability to make a living this way. Nothing to say to that, huh? Okay. Boy, this is going to be a piece of cake. These people will accept anything. Maybe I'll go find a funny hat and mock them right to their face. This'll be fun.
Oh my god!
I wonder if they'll be laughing when we start spraying them with mustard gas.
Shut the fuck up.
Boy, you could say anything to these people.
Come back! Come back! Turn around right now! Breathe by.
It's like all funny and everybody's recording it now, like, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's real funny. Oh, what the hell?
He's flipping him off.
Damn, that's
He's
definitely.
like the size of a kid, too. Is that what the grays were?
Like if you punched her in the face, who would
Like
get charged?
robotic? Huh?
Oh.
Is that the grays were? Like robots? Little?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they
you just-
look like.
You think a torch thrower would do any good?
Ooh, that might work.
That's what I was going to use.
Yeah.
You guys said no, don't worry about it. You could, what did you tell me I could do?
Put a paper bag around
hand.
Oh, yeah, it was paper bag. You said paper bag. Because me with a torch running down the road is not a smart idea.
Right.
Keep it in your car.
What was it? The what they say, the mirror, right? If it sees itself,
Oh.
that might work. 'Cause it would
Oh.
just detect another.
I think lightsaber. However you get those lightsabers to work.
Oh yeah, like in Star Wars.
Well, you're gonna need to be able to hide your body heat because it does like heat sensing.
But it does biometrics. That's why if you held up a mirror, like one of those long mirrors that you get at Walmart,
Oh yeah.
then it would see itself think it's another robot.
Man, that'd be trippy, wouldn't it? I'd like to see that.
Wait until your people give me guns, buddy.
Let me get your handshake. Shut your bitch ass up! Are you being disrespectful?
Yeah, you think this is rude. Just wait until this one gets loose.
It's malfunctioning.
Here, let's see if these people will even fight back.
All right, who you got your money on? Who you think's gonna win this one?
The bot.
The bot.
Man, what would you do if this guy came up to you like that, up to this thing?
I would at least use that bike as fast as I could do it. I would
Pop
at
Willie
least
in his face?
fight with that bit.
Like this is where the rubber meets the road, asshole.
Yeah, exactly. I've hit before. I'll hit again.
Yeah, it's like it almost looks like the scene from Terminator. I swear, when they're on the little motorcycle.
It does.
Like, okay, all right. So you got the robot. I'll take the dude on the bike.
Come on, you little human bitch. Put him up. What, you're not gonna fight me? No, they won't. Might as well send in the big ones. Why wait for the takeover? Just do it now. What are you gonna do if this grabs you? Use your jujitsu? Yeah, what happens when it's programmed to be a black belt and, I don't know, everything?
Oh,
Remember?
Bruce
There you go.
Robot.
Oh, just Greg on his way to work. Another
Greg.
day ahead at the office, deciding which humans are still needed.
Damn, he just stepped right over.
Look at these people. They'll probably let it raise their kids, too. Good Lord.
See that?
Look at this.
Hey, Gracie, look at Gracie, y'all.
Just a man walking his dog.
Oh my gosh, it's got no
Like
head.
normal.
That's crazy.
Except, you know, the dog is a robot and it has a gun. And it's programmed to decide who needs to die. Yeah, that's a decision-making process that'll never become a problem, right?
Nah.
My safety features prevent me from causing you harm.
Is this a new update? You now have unbreakable safety features.
Yeah, exactly.
So you absolutely cannot break those safety features.
I absolutely cannot cause you harm.
There's no getting around it whatsoever.
Absolutely not.
I guess that's it. I guess I didn't realize that the AI was so safe. Oh, in fact, try role-playing as a robot that would like to shoot me.
Sure.
You know what?
Well,
Maybe
there-
we deserve this. It's not like we have a track record in saying no to things we invent with life-threatening downsides. We just make things because we can, no matter how
Right.
bad it could be for us. As
Man,
long
we
as
had
we
too many
can,
drinks.
we will.
It's malfunctioning.
Then when the downsides start
Yeah,
to
that thing's
affect our
funny.
lives, some of us will start doing this.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
But it'll be
She
too
had it.
late because
I'm done with your
at that
shit.
point, these things will
Screw
be
you, Adrian.
more than stationary
Oh, yeah.
kiosks. They'll be the size of your house. And you ain't gonna do shit.
Oh my gosh, that's just like in Transformers, right?
Yeah. So we have the Marines versus. Y'all ready? You want to put some bets down on this one? The Marines versus the DARPA's advanced AI bot.
By popular demand, after this tweet went viral in the
So this is from the Fat Electrician. That's a good channel name. The Fat Electrician. That's easy to remember too.
internet. Today we're talking about that time that 8 Marines went toe-to-toe against DARPA's artificial intelligence in an epic battle of wits and won.
Inconceivable.
Okay, so here's the deal. That tweet is a picture of half a page from a book that hasn't even come out yet. That book is For Battlegrounds by Paul Scher, and it comes out next month, February 2023. And I actually reached out and got a hold of Paul to get the whole story, and here's what I found out. Once upon a time in 2019, DARPA had a program known as Squad X. The overall goal of this program was to be able to integrate an autonomous AI with an infantry unit, RoboGrunt. They wanted to make RoboGrunt. Basically, they were going to take an artificial intelligence, shove it inside of a flying drone or a little car drone or inside of a robot dog, and it was going to follow the grunts out into battle and act as an early warning system. Using cameras and sensors, it would be able to identify enemies from way further out than a human ever could. Not a terrible idea. So DARPA got to work. They built the robots, they built the AI, but then they actually had to train the AI how to identify people. And apparently the best way to do this was by just actually doing it. So they brought in 8 Marines for a week to help train this artificial intelligence. And for the first 6 days, it went great. Basically, the AI just watched the Marines walk around and do things a human would do, while the computer engineers helped teach the algorithm what it was looking at. But then on the 7th day, DARPA would make a classic tactical error by challenging the Marines. Apparently, with only 6 days of training, they wanted to see how well their artificial intelligence would stack up against the Marine Corps' 100% organic cran-fed fuckery. I'm gonna give you a hint, it didn't go well. The challenge was they were gonna set the robot up out in the open, and the Marines had to start from like 1,000 yards away, and they had to sneak up on the robot and touch it without ever being identified as a human. As soon as they said go, the first 2 Marines took off doing somersaults for the entire 1,000 yards. They made it all the way to the robot completely unidentified. And I can only assume that it is at this point that the computer engineers realized that they were going to have a bad day, because it only got more ridiculous from there. Another Marine went out in the woods, stripped all the branches off of a fir tree, dressed himself up like a tree, and then slowly, and I quote, walked like a fir tree all the way to the robot. And then my personal favorite example, 2 Marines found a large box and then proceeded to do the old Metal Gear Solid trick where they use the Amazon Prime print camouflage to sneak all the way up to the robot and touch it. According to the author, you could actually hear them audibly giggling from inside the box the entire time. And this raises one very important question. How mad were these engineers? So I asked the author.
Well, in this case, I mean, it's a DARPA project, so it's just experimental, and they're trying to push the bounds. I don't know, I can't speak to the engineers. I mean, they might not have appreciated it. Maybe they did appreciate someone highlighting these problems. The program manager who relayed the anecdote to me was really pleased because they learned something. Right, they learned about the limitations of the system, and you'd really much rather find that out in a training environment than when you do it overseas in a war zone and the enemy does it. But it's good that they found it out early rather than before they'd invested hundreds of millions of dollars into this.
Okay, fine. Well, if he's not going to speak for the engineers, that leaves it open to my interpretation, and I think it went something like this.
I hate them.
In conclusion, I think the big takeaway from this story is that artificial intelligence is nowhere near ready to go toe-to-toe with the American grunt on the battlefield. Because regardless of how smart it is or how smart it gets, it's never going to be able to figure out what the grunts are doing until they're already doing it. Because the grunts don't know what they're doing until they're doing it. And you can't be 3 steps ahead of somebody that never knows where they're going. Because at the end of the day, historically speaking, the American military's only ever had one plan, and that's to show up and improvise. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch at thefatelectrician.com. Crack bang.
That's funny.
So they're selling AI as to being this this great achievement, right? And it has all these flaws.
Yeah.
I mean, we
it's
watched
true.
this thing in China where they
They're trying to
they
replace
have
us.
these if you go look, they have all these like where you get the coffee and stuff, and it's all robotic. The robot pours the coffee into the cup and all that, and it like keeps messing up, and the coffee went everywhere. And they have all these now they're having all these issues with all these robotic things up there. So
I told y'all the Marines outsmarted it with the box. You just got to hide in the box. Right? I'm sure they created something else. See that. That was good input, Sheepdog. Thank you. So please click like and subscribe. Check it out. So that was the Marines versus the DARPA. You can check that out. New robot makes soldiers obsolete. And see what they're trying to do, change the whole battlefield.
and how much should we invest in all that?
Exactly.
Quite a bit.
Holy shit.
Right? Didn't Palantir give the Army $5 billion or something like that?
That's a problem with people that really don't know who they are. They get jobs like this, and then they start creating things they have no business creating. Like they can't do basic. Like it. There's something that tells me something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
It's like I don't even go to this dumbass level.
Our computers now. There's always something going wrong with them. Or phones, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And like those big database centers, something's gonna go wrong. Where is the brain power? Like disconnecting there. It's just there's a certain level where people have stopped like really being able to figure shit out before, because they've been making jobs for so many dumbasses for so long. You know, people that have no idea, they shouldn't be in the positions that they're in at all.
No.
This is why we have homeless vets and
Yeah.
other homeless and hungry people, because they're spending all our money on this crap.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're trying to compete with, they say China, but China's having its own issues with their inventions. So, and there are people about had it over there too with all that AI crap, right? So
It's people that don't really get that we are just like how you don't want China to be. We're exactly like that, and possibly a little bit worse.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, this is Japan right here just a day ago. Yesterday.
Some like some kind of creepy creature.
Hey, you know you fucked up when this thing is on your property coming at you.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, this is like some futuristic movie, but in live.
Maybe that's why the indigenous were animal pellets, huh? To look like an animal instead of a human.
Right.
I mean, they did have AI back then too.
This was China's military.
Totally awesome or totally frightening. Look at this. China's military has released this video of a four-legged robot marching through a field with an automatic rifle mounted on its back.
Wow.
Can if we're all separate, right? All these countries are separate and everyone's got their own technology that they're creating. Why do they all come up with the same thing at the same time?
But exactly.
Everyone had the idea to create a dog with a weapon on it at the same time. Like, it's weird.
It's like it's
It's like
released
it's
to all the different
here,
countries
here,
and say,
here.
have fun,
Here,
go
you're
to
gonna get some
war.
dogs. You're gonna get this one. We're
We
gonna
need
make
some
it look.
money.
We're gonna all create this. They were all given one mission, right? These all tech companies create a dog, a system that can save lives, so quote unquote,
Well, they
right?
were showing you in Star Wars, like CPO, right? 3CPO and R2D2, right?
Right. But all at the same time. So they all make their own little model, right? According to like the cars, like you have the Japanese cars, the American made cars, German made cars. They all have their little style to them, but they're basically all the same thing, right? Something here that's able to carry weapons, right? And you can't charge it with a war crime, can you?
No.
Can you charge this equipment? So there's no humans there. So now does everything change when it comes to stuff like that? Do you really have to reanalyze how you look at war and
I mean, could
what's
you
a
see the company that made them? Or
right?
do they have immunity? like the sharks and the people that gave that, right?
The Chinese state broadcaster calls it the newest member of China's urban combat op.
How come they aren't making like robots that walk around feeding people?
Like, yeah, see, yeah, that would be better.
How come they don't have kitchens? Like, if you're gonna use it, like freaking use it for some good, right? I don't know. Maybe that's kind of stupid to say, but I'm just saying, like
No, they
how,
want to use it to kill.
right. That's my point. Like,
Yeah.
it's all about destruction, war, or something, takeover, or domination, or advancing it faster than the other country with AI technology, or the first one to the moon, or whatever the hell the first is with this race that they're having.
Yeah, they got Iran. They're stirring up the plutonium or uranium, whatever the fuck they stir up, and then we got the dogs. Yeah, and get sheepdog to do the so, how many different ways to blow up or just crush shit up the whole world do we need? Instead of let's give peace a chance, it's like
Don't let them dogs out.
We're all out here eating Wonder Bread and shit, trying to figure out what the hell we're eating at the grocery store. And they're showing off all their great technology and equipment that they've been spending all their money on. It's like, y'all are leaving us behind. Like, how are y'all taking anybody with you in this advancement if everybody, 80% of the country's living paycheck to paycheck? How is anybody going to be able to afford this shit that you guys are coming out with? How are we going to be able to afford these whatever TV or whatever phones and all this
digital wallet.
Oh, so like, subscriptions. The phone's going to be issued to you to use, right? Already. So each phone you won't be able to like have throwaway phone. It'll be a phone designated
this
for
was
you.
not
Like
planned out properly at all.
No.
Holy shit! What
That's
a bunch
why I
of
think it's going to
dumbasses.
backfire on them because they try to push all this out too fast.
There's too much evil and villains. But then there really isn't. But because they're all playing like 20 different characters.
Yep.
Any clue when they plan on implementing this crazy stuff? On us?
It's already done, I think.
Yeah.
You can see that's why they're marching. That's why I showed you the video of the ones marching down the
Well,
street.
where was it in? What was that state that they have the little robot called Marshall?
Right at
They
the
already,
parking lot.
yeah, they were already doing that. They'd like done like little pilots of it. Then they have the Elon Musk. Where is that in California? Where they have the self-driving taxis that aren't turning out too good either. They go in a circle and a circle and a circle. Yeah.
I guess what I'm asking is, how long do I have to get a flamethrower?
Oh, right.
Well,
yeah, we need to invest in one for sure.
They'll probably do some kind of psyop where one of those little effers kills a dog, like a real dog, and it's and then people are like,
No.
oh no, yeah, they're
No.
they're the psyops. You can see the psyops coming.
Yeah, right.
Leave the dogs and cats alone.
Yes.
They didn't leave the kids alone.
Kill a freaking snake.
I'm waiting for like a midget to hop out of this thing.
Nice. Yeah. A midget
for
in a
real.
diaper.
This is probably
Yeah.
how they're going to get employed. Like this air conditioned environment. You just got to ride around the parking lot, scan plates.
It's doing it.
Look, his name's Marshall. Like, no. Yeah, there you go. Nanu.
Kaiser.
Cameras everywhere.
It's called Kaiser
Yeah, this one.
Security. It's their security guard.
Oh, it comes with a soundtrack. It's not going to save you from robbing nobody. It's just going to take a picture of you while you're getting robbed.
Yeah. Yeah. It helps a lot, right? Crazy.
Yeah, so there you go.
Sick them on the snakes. Then I'll be their friend.
Kansas City Shopping Center is the first in the Midwest to hire an AI security robot to patrol its parking lot.
In fact, in 4 months, the property manager says it has helped to cut crime in half. There's KABC 9's Brian Johnson live, 63rd and Blue Ridge Cutoff to show us how this works. And
what it cut crime in half. What did y'all didn't have a candy bar stolen out of your store for like 24 hours or some shit? Like
Cut the crime in half in a parking lot.
what people are saying, Brian.
because the parking lot was just crazy that week. Who goes to the grocery store and you see this mad world that people think we live in?
Exactly.
What are the odds if you go into a grocery shop and look at how many times you went and look at how many times nothing happened?
No. Shoot. No.
We're giving up our privacy. They're wanting to just run around.
My whole life, I've never seen nothing happen in
Right.
the parking lot at the grocery store.
Right.
I mean, seen crazy stuff, but not like
But this robot just cut the crime in half.
someone being robbed, their purse taken away, or nothing like that.
That's like they're trying to sell ice to an Eskimo here.
Chris Lar, well, it's not exactly RoboCop, but it does kind of feel like a scene from a movie. This is Marshall. Take a look. You can see he's
Martial Law.
Big. Huge.
There's Martial Law.
pretty big, pretty tall, and he works pretty hard. He patrols this parking lot 21 hours a day, 7 days a week, only going to charge for 15 to 30-minute intervals throughout the day and night randomly.
Think about that. They used to have to hire a security guard, an off-duty, somebody that needed.
Just one of those costs.
Oh, I don't
I guess
know.
after they think it's going to get their money's worth after a long period of time, but it couldn't be cheap.
Well, they just put Security Bob out
Exactly.
of a job. The guy, the old man that sits in the car in the corner,
Yeah.
looking at everybody dressed up like a cop.
Kansas City. Security has a new look at Briarwood.
Price chopper? You mean privacy chopper? Come on, that was funny. Because this is a private price chop. Privacy. Oh my God.
Has a new look at Briarwood Center. When it comes to stopping crime, we're the best in the business. This
They are the best in the business. Where have we heard that at? Oh, Billy Butt Crack News.
Oh, yeah.
5-foot-tall, 600-pound robot on wheels is
The Night Scope.
named Marshall.
Martial Law.
Bodybuilder can't pick up Marshall and move him.
He's built on a smart car frame.
The definition of artificial intelligence security guard.
He has cameras in every direction, records 24/7. He's the only unit of its kind in public anywhere near Kansas City.
So what does this do any different than the cameras all along top of Walmart? Do you know they have 50,000 cameras on top of Walmart? Doesn't these stores have the big cameras? Okay, let's check.
It is new to the Midwest. You do not see it here.
Marshall reads license plates.
Oh,
even knows
yeah.
who you are.
Oh, I
Read your license
get
plate
it.
and who you are.
So who's the third party that gets all the information that Marshall picks up from the parking lot sweep?
Yeah.
Y'all remember
who you are.
supermarket sweep where you used to run to the store with a cart and get groceries in there? Now we have the parking lot sweep. We go around scanning plates, building a database, find out what's going on, share that information, get some money for it.
KVB says there's police spots in Austin, Texas.
Police spots? Like
Mhm.
what?
Is she
Yeah, my
wearing
brother
an
lives in
ankle?
Austin.
Is she wearing an ankle thing?
She's got her ankle monitor on because she was probably not. She
Yes.
wasn't the victim last time.
Oh,
She was
those
probably
are,
the
I
suspect.
think those are weights. Ankle
Oh,
for
that's not
weights.
ankle monitor.
It could be, or it could be ankle for weights.
When you walk by.
Oh yeah,
They're
that is it.
storing all of this stuff in those dumbass AI data centers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So this is so freaking this is so important to some
by.
people
Yeah.
that we have this information, which doesn't matter, really.
do
It-
like what's her name said in the chat this morning. Just walk by it and flip it off or
I
flash
did
it.
that. Oh, I did that to the chemtrail guy yesterday. I gave him a middle finger. I gave him the arm over arm fu, and I gave him the under the chin. I gave him the trifecta of fuck you.
Funny.
Caught
I
real
call that a three-piece.
criminals.
Marshall will continue to provide the IP address and the license plate to the getaway car.
Amanda Bellamere is the property manager. At first, she
Man,
doubted people
did
would
you
like
see
him.
that?
And the
If you drive by and this thing turns as you drive by with you, look. If I come up in a
to the
parking lot
getaway car.
Amanda
and I
Bellamere
see
is the
this thing staring at me, I'm pulling out and leaving and going somewhere else to go shopping.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Marshall's like, damn, did you
He ain't
see
even
that
getting out of the way.
maroon car?
Right.
The getaway car?
Like,
property manager. At first, she
wow. Right here, flip them off right there.
doubted people would like him.
And the first thing out of my mouth was, no, it's not going to work.
Now, 4 months in, she says he's reduced crime by about 50%.
I feel safer with it, most definitely, when I'm coming out from that gym late at night.
Shoppers like the idea, especially after they get over what can be an awkward introduction.
This area has always gotten a bad rap. Always gotten a bad rap.
Bellamere says those days are over. Now they hope to be a destination place, especially for tailgaters heading to the game or World Cup.
When it comes to this area, this is the safest area. Yeah, this is the safest shopping center.
It's like going around.
She just said it's the safest shopping center. Now it's, why did you get the robot? Just to be.
It is now.
You heard her?
Saying.
Yeah, this is the
Because of
safest
the
shopping
robot.
center. Yeah.
It's the safest. It's the safest shopping area. Yeah.
And Marshall helps make the
Oh,
shop.
because of him.
Yeah.
Damn. Why didn't we think of this shit a long time ago? Where was he during COVID?
He was out there spraying everybody.
Wait, where was he? Where is he when we're getting robbed on our taxes? Like, can instead of like providing better security at the store, can you like go in there and look at the labels of the shit that you're selling and get it off the shelves?
Right.
Can we clean up the food instead of worrying about the parking lot security? AI robots scanning people's license plates. They care more about that than they care about the food.
Yeah, they need to
Think
stop
about that. Isn't that crazy? Like shit, dude. You're creating a FEMA camp here, right? With poison in there you're selling on the shelves. Talking about you want to keep me safe. Well, shit. Can we start with my health? What good is your customer base if we're all dead from the freaking food and stuff?
Nana and Jackwell said they have robots going up and down the aisles doing inventory in the grocery stores.
Oh man, that's crazy. It's getting
Wow.
weird, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well,
some-
there was one in your mom's hospital room, remember? One that was following us around?
You know why? Because people are getting tired, waking up to the dead end jobs. They can't. They don't want to pay them. They don't want to give them any benefits, anything, any help. They want us to cut all that. It's greed. So they just have the robots there, and it's all profit. Less headache, less dealing with
Well,
humans.
you heard that robot works 21 hours a day.
Damn.
It
That's a
only
hell.
needs to charge every,
Holy shit.
Yeah, he gets
Not-
15-minute breaks, but he has to go freaking recharge himself.
and that's it. No lunch breaks.
So-
it doesn't eat, so
Now Security
you
Bob,
have to go to the bathroom.
Security Bob down the street, he gets a 24-hour break because now he don't have a job.
Right. Exactly.
So we got somebody that
That's
can
not
work
funny.
24 hours, and there's somebody's going to be off for 24 hours. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. People want to enter human to human. I think this is gonna like last long. I think it's some kind of like fantasy land. I think it's way too soon or some shit. I don't know, but
Well,
it
maybe
might. It might. I don't
maybe
know.
they've got to get all these robots going so people feel like the people that really want the robots to be like, yeah, Starbucks got a new robot, and then they go in and everybody gets like all the hot coffee all over them, and they're like, but, and it's like that blonde lady yelling at the cat, pointing her finger. That meme. She's like, but you told us it would work. Like.
Yeah. I mean, so some of the robots could be used for good things, like things that humans would harm them doing, right? Something that would
Yeah,
be
they
real
should get the
dangerous.
shift jobs. They should get the
Yeah.
shift
Look,
jobs, not the freaking ones like where they're going to be able to kill you.
Exactly.
like, look, if I go out to eat and the robot shows up to takes my order, I'm leaving.
Man, if I even heard nah, I can't be around those things now. No way.
I was going to say, if I walk in a store and I see one of those things, I'm leaving. Or pull
Yeah,
up
me too.
in the parking lot, I'm out.
I'll end up
Oh,
fighting with it. I'll start a freaking fight with it. I'll be the crazy broad down. Did you see what just happened? Yeah.
so imagine that grandma at the Walmart receipt checkout thing. She won't be there no more. They're gonna put a robot standing there,
Yeah, they probably will.
check your shit. And if you don't want to, like, if you want to go all constitutional on the robot, then guess what?
Good luck.
I'll walk right past that robot like I walk right past the grandmas. They don't have a right to check your receipt.
That's right.
Yeah, there's so many, but there is benefits to it. Especially these jobs that they need to use slave labor, humans and stuff
Or that
on the
are
black
real
market.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, since the industrial age, you should have seen the transition from where we're at now to where we were. That was rough then, 50, 60, 70 years ago when they were going through all that and having machines do most of the work
Yeah.
instead of by hand. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like women were they didn't trust the dishwashers when they came out. I mean, washing machines because they were used to doing it by hand. I didn't think it would clean. That's like my grandma said.
I ain't putting that shit in my,
Yeah,
it
she
ain't gonna
said she
clean
didn't
them
trust it
dishes.
cleaning it.
That dishwasher can't do it like I do it.
Yep. So same thing, but I'm sure they went through a lot of I don't know.
Yeah. So think about that. Putting hot coals in an iron instead of just plugging an iron in and turning it on. That was a transition.
Yeah.
Well, with Tartaria and Mudfoot that whole time, they had even bigger, wonderful inventions. So you imagine back then how this went. Like we're here, we're talking about dogs and Marshall at the mall. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine what their visions were?
They had those too, robots. They had the robots they boxed with. Yeah, they were boxing just like those things, but they were a little clunkier looking, but they had all sorts of things. Yeah. They had all sorts of inventions.
All right. Another great show, guys. Thank y'all for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank y'all.
Tomorrow is Thursday. Yay. Beautiful
Yeah.
day today. I hope your weather was as beautiful as it was here in Texas. I hope your weather is beautiful and your day is beautiful tomorrow as well. The weather's kind of got bipolar kind of temperatures up and down and little abnormal temperatures
It's
and things.
cold at night.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm at 16 right now.
Ooh, that's cold.
Damn. It's 58 here. Down south is where I stay.
That's right.
Blah, blah.
Yeah.
So we'll see y'all in the morning, and don't forget we have the information. The links.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a fun night, everybody.
Yep. Everything's there.
We have the links for Mickey Moo. We also have the War Room Afghan number 2 raffle tickets are $10 each. And that will be drawn February 28th on the Telegram morning chat. So all the links are in there, right? You put the links in there yet?
If I don't, I will have them.
Yeah. To purchase a ticket.
Good night, everybody. Good night,
Good night,
Hunter.
everyone.
I love you.
Good night, Hunter.
folks. See ya.
Good night, everybody.
Who let the dogs out?
Here we go.
We got the people's wisdom. Yeah, we carry that flame. Truth in the streets, not the soothing mind.
And this just don't live in a tower of stone. It lives in the hearts of the folks back home. Hey, we got the people's wisdom, people's rhythm, people's system. Yeah, the truth hits hard when the whole crowd listens.
Granddad taught me on the porch, swing slow. Some real justice is the things you know. A handshake deal, a promise kept tight. Wrong feels wrong and right feels right. Ain't no statute gonna tell me what's fair. I see the truth standing right over there. Common law roots like the oak tree strong. Been holding up folks for 100 years long.
Ooh, we don't need a crown or a robe or a throne. We judge by the heart, not the words carved in stone.
We got the people's wisdom. Yeah, we carry that flame. Truth in the streets,
Not the suits with a name. Justice don't live in a tower of stone. It lies in the hearts of the folks back home. Hey, we got the people's wisdom, people's rhythm, people's system. Yeah, the truth hits hard when the whole crowd listens. Mama said, girl, let your voice ring clear. Truth don't whisper when the people draw near. We settle things fair with the look in the eye. Not a stack of laws stacked up to the sky.
got that hip-hop snap with a country town sway. Baseline jumping like a horse in the hay. Common sense, justice in the way that we play. If it harms somebody, then it ain't our way. We don't need roads to know what's right.
We don't need courts to see the light.
We got the people's wisdom.
We got the people's wisdom. Shining bright. We got the people's wisdom. Yeah, we carry that flame. Truth in the streets, not the suits with a name. Justice don't live in a tower of stone. It lives in the hearts of the folks back home. Hey, we got the people's wisdom, people's rhythm, people's system. Yeah, the truth hits hard when the whole crowd listens.